Alright, what's going on, boys? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all the best settings to be using in the new season of Fortnite. But before we start, just make sure y'all hit the sub button, turn on notifications, and like the video for me. But with that being said, first thing you want to do, all you gotta do is go to your settings. This is mainly for controller players. These settings can work for like keyboard and mouse and like Switch and all that, but like certain settings are only for controllers, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so these are my I'm on PC, so these are my specs and all that. I run 240, all that, and all you want to do is go to the second tab and scroll all the way down until you see replays. You just want to have every single one of these options off because you don't want any delay in the background. This isn't like how to edit fast or anything. This is just like the best settings to be using. So I'm gonna just go through all these settings so you guys know what to have on and what to have off, so you can have the smoothest gameplay possible. And that's all. That's really the video. I'm gonna just be showing you guys the best settings to have in each category. So let's go. Turn off each and every one of the replays. You don't want nothing recording in the background, and it reduces input delay. So as well as like turning off any setting that you don't like necessarily need. So for example, if I were to go to like subtitles, we don't need subtitles unless you're like deaf or anything. So I definitely do not need subtitles. So I turn all of my subtitles to the lowest option possible, if not off. If you can't do it off, put it to the lowest setting possible, and that should really help you out right there. But let's get into this. Toggle sprint, you want that on. I use edit on release, and this really helps you, like, I don't know, I want to say it's faster. If you're not used to double edit binds, then really you should have this. If you're still slow with double edit binds, you should definitely invest in turning confirm edit on release on. So basically what it does is, so let's say we have this cone. Once you edit it, right, you don't have to you see how I just edit instantly? Like when you have double edit binds, you have to press your edit button, you have to select, and then confirm. So that's 3 motions that you have to do just to edit like that. So just to edit like that is you gotta edit, confirm, no, edit, select, and then confirm. So edit, select, and confirm. But with confirm edit on release, all you have to do is edit, select. So you see how you could just spam it like that, and its rate is so much more efficient unless you are already used to double edit binds. I heard that if you actually know what you're doing and you can actually like feel comfortable with double edit binds, the more you get used to it, the faster you'll get. Me personally, I don't know what's faster, double edit binds or confirm edit on release. I just know for the people who aren't that advanced, confirm edit on release will make it so much easier for people who don't want to get used to double edit binds. So like I said, double edit binds, you edit, select, confirm, and then with the bonds that I'm using, confirm edit on release, just like that. It's not even like 2 motions, it's just instant. So you could just spam it like that, and it's way more efficient in my opinion. So yeah, make sure you guys like invest in that. Okay, so for the next one, you want to go all the way down to the controller settings. Now I keep my controller auto run on. I don't have a bond for like since my switch mode is L3, I don't have a run bond. And like I know like all my controller players can relate. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to this. Has your controller ever like became jittery, like your left stick, sometimes you'll run and it will like jerk and it will like keep running like that? Yeah, I have this same controller for over like 2 years now. I'm not even trolling. Like I have different controllers. Like I have a PlayStation controller, PS5 controller, Xbox controller, but I've had the same PS4 controller for the longest time, and I've had problems with it. I had drift and all of that, but I've never bought a new controller. And you don't have to. All you have to do is like take off your bond to run. So I don't know what it's called. Is it toggle? Is it like, oh, sprint, auto sprint? Take off auto sprint. You do not need it. I'm telling you, ever since I took off auto sprint, I don't have it bound to any of my anything. See, there's nothing there. No running bonds, like, at all. And I just have it as my switch mode. And what I do is, in my controller settings, I turn my auto run on, and in these settings I go down and have my toggle spread on as well, so that really stopped the jittery analog stick. And just keep your controller clean, like in the long run, just keep your controller clean and you shouldn't have any issues with your controller. Don't eat while you're playing, you know, it just messes up your controller and you're gonna have to buy a new one, which is gonna suck, so don't even worry about that. But yeah, make sure you have your auto run on. Edit hold time, you want to have this at the lowest possible, the lowest option possible, unless your internet, like your ping, is over 30. If it's over 30, you can at least put it up to like at least half, or like 0.200 seconds. So if you have like low ping, like 15 to 0, you should definitely have edit hold time on 0. Slide hold time, I have mine in the middle, like kind of in the middle. Now when we're talking about dead zone's really up to you. The lower your dead zone, the faster you move, or like the lower your dead zone, the least you have to move your analog stick for it to, like, let me show you, it's hard to explain. So if I have a very high dead zone, I can be moving my joystick like a lot and it won't move unless I really force it. So if I wanted to look up, I would really have to move my joystick all the way up. But I don't have my my hand cam on, but I'm literally flicking, you can hear it in my mic, I'm flicking my joystick and it is moving. The slightest movement is going to move your player. So the lower your dead zone, the least you have to touch your analog stick for it to do what you want it to do. I'm literally flicking it and it's moving. So when it comes to crosshair placement, like when you're editing, it's really going to be easy to like get all the squares when you edit, and you're going to have like precise edits, so it's really going to be easier for you, so keep that in mind. Also scroll all the way down, and if you're not on linear, I don't know what you're doing. Linear, that's self-explanatory, you should always be on linear. Make sure you're on linear. It makes editing way better, and everything, aiming wise, editing wise, building wise, just have on linear. Okay, now like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're not on controller, this setting will not apply to you. So all my controller players, if you're on PC as well, I'm pretty sure they have this on Xbox but not PlayStation. But if you're on PC, you're in luck, because make sure, I don't even know, that's probably why my game feels weird, because I'm on PlayStation. But make sure you guys are on generic. Generic has the least input delay. You'll feel faster with edits, building, you just have no delay. You'll feel like really good and you'll be able to perform at higher levels. But make sure you have generic on. Generic is the best controller platform. Second is Xbox One, and the last of the last is PlayStation. I don't know why, that's just how it is. But another thing, make sure you have a switch mode / edit. If you have a switch mode / edit, it really reduces input delay and you're going to be able to hit more edits. So to do this, all you have to do is find an unbound bind. So for example, touchpad, if you click this, all you have to do is you have to scroll down and find switch mode / edit. So in my case, it was B, or circle. So B was my unbound bind, so I clicked it and then I clicked switch mode / edit. That's how you do it. And how you know you did it, you see, it's not, you know, everyone knows my edit button is triangle, but it's gonna say B and it's gonna have like a little circle around it. That's how you know that you did it. So that's pretty much it. Those are the best settings that you could be using in this season. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions. But yeah, I'm out.